Hey y'all, what's up? This your girl Kia Shalante. What it is or what it ain't, what it's gonna be. Back with another motherfucking video. If you're new to my channel, what's up? What's good, baby? Yeah. And if you are a subscriber, thank y'all so much for the love and support. Your girl definitely appreciate it. Welcome to my nail journey series. I am teaching myself how to do nails. I wanted to start this series to keep track of my progress throughout my nail journey. And I really wanted you to be a part of it. That way we can vibe out together. And for my babes that is starting your very own nail journey, hey. And if you are trying to learn how to do makeup, if you haven't already, go ahead and check out my Beginner's Ultimate Makeup Guide series, going back to the motherfucking basics. I will be educating and showing you all how to do your makeup step by step, beginner's friendly edition. So without further ado, let's vibe. For me, I just want to stick with doing press-on nails. That's the lane I want to be in, but I still want to know the basics of applying acrylic, application, nail shaping, and all that good stuff. Just in case y'all wondering why I am using a full cover nail and not the nail tips. In my videos, I like to include other bomb-ass nail techs that teaches us the basics of applying acrylic that I personally found helpful on my nail journey. And I hope these videos is helpful for you as well.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be something short and sweet, but I feel like it'll be very beneficial for all my beginner nail techs who want to know how to get their applications together. So this video is going to be in real time the entire time. I'm going to just be doing the application on one hand. So I thought this would be good for all the visual learners who are trying to see how to get, smooth application. So I'll give you guys a few tips and tricks of things that might be, contributing to your application process not being, as neat or as smooth as possible. So for one, I want to tell you guys, which you probably already know, is a temperature. If your space where you're doing nails is too cold, your acrylic will be runny and it will cure slower than you would probably want it to. Also, when your acrylic is runny, it's harder to control. As you can see, I use a pretty big bead. I just put it like towards the top of the cuticle. I don't really count how many beads I use, to be honest. I just use however many I need to build the nail to my liking. I'm noticing that I probably use about like 3 to 4 beads. I'll use like one big bead, then I'll go in with a cuticle bead, and then I'll go in with like one extra or two just to fill in where I, think is need be. But so if your environment is too cold, that is a big thing. Also, your monomer to acrylic powder ratio can contribute to that as well, because if you're using too much monomer with your beads, then your acrylic will also be runny, and so that could be a huge factor as well. So you just want to make sure that you're keeping all these things in mind when you're going through, your process or whatever. She's scared, standing up alone. Do you want to be Through the entire application process, you want to make sure that you're also using your brush to not only smooth out the acrylic, but clean up the side walls of the nail. This will save time. I know that you probably know already, but if your application is on point, then it will cut down time on your nail sets altogether. So if you just keep your nails, clean and neat throughout the entire process, you won't have to do as much filing at the end. So I use either the side of my brush, or sometimes I'll just kind of like push the acrylic back onto the nail, if that makes sense, with the brush. Like I said, this video is in real time, so you'll be able to see like all the techniques I use. So just make sure that you're using your brush to clean up the side walls to keep the nail shape together. The acrylic that I'm using in this set is from Too Cute Nail Supply in the color Flamingo. I do have a discount code for you guys for money off your order. It's just code Ryan. It's always in the description box below. They have really good acrylics, and I think they're very beginner friendly. All the cover powders I've had by them are very buttery and fairly easy to work with, honestly. So I do recommend them. As far as the brush, y'all, I've had this brush for so long. I believe it's a size 10 brush or 12, one of the two. But I love this brush. It's not too small, it's not too big. I feel like you have to play around with that, you know, as a nail tech. Personally, everybody has different preferences. Some girls or guys, whoever you are doing nails, some people prefer, you know, a small size brush. Me personally, I don't, because I don't like my beads to be too small, because I feel like that also adds time, because you're having to use, you know, more beads to get the right amount and all that in the right areas. But to me, if the brush is too big, then it's hard to control the acrylic on the nail. So you just have to find what you like. But like I said, I think this brush is a size between 10 and 12. So as you can see here, y'all, when I did my cuticle bead, I had added a little bit of acrylic and then I added some more. That is perfectly fine. It's always okay to start with less acrylic for your cuticle bead and then add more. You also want to make sure your cuticle bead is not too wet, because it will be runny and then it will overflow into the cuticle, and then you have to clean all that up. So just make sure that your cuticle bead is not too wet but not too dry, because then it's also harder to work with. But you can start off with a smaller bead and just add, you know, to it. I always like to turn the nail to the side, just to get a side view angle, to make sure that the nail is built up in the right places. You want to make sure that you have an apex that's not too big but not too little. I like mine to be, you know, not too noticeable. I know some people have preferences as far as that goes, but as long as it's built up in the right areas, then it really does not matter. Also keep in mind that you want to pat the acrylic and drag it down. You don't want to be swiping it down, because then the acrylic doesn't build its thickness as quick and then you're having to use more product. So make sure that you're not, like when you put the bead, don't just straight drag the acrylic down. Let it flow down. It's also good to have the nail angled down, because most acrylics are self-leveling, so it will, you know, move down the nail on its own, and then you're just guiding it with the brush, making sure it stays on the nail, it's not flowing off the sidewalls and all that. So make sure you're patting it in the motion as you see here, and then once you get far enough down, then you can slide it down. But you don't want to just straight slide it down, because then the thickness of the nail will be thin towards the end. Another tip for the cuticle bead is that you want to take the tip of your brush and make sure that you're pressing the acrylic down in the cuticle, so that the next step, whenever you're just taking your drill bit and making sure the acrylic is flush with the cuticle, you don't have to do much again, because you're already making sure that all the steps in your application are on point, so you don't have to do too much drilling and filing. So just take the tip of your brush and make sure you're pushing the acrylic downwards so that it can be flush with the nail bed.
Y'all, so yeah, this is how it's looking, crusty and dusty and bulky as fuck. I have to crown myself before a motherfucker feel like they can and act like they hurting somebody feels. I'm in this beginner and nail group on Facebook, and people in the group will let you know this is their first time applying acrylic, this is their first time doing, you know, nails, and they will let you know they are a beginner. And you always have that one person talking shit, and it's like, damn, didn't they say this is their first time doing this? So yeah, so don't come for me, boo. Just to let y'all know, I am right-handed, but I am trying to teach myself how to shape with my right hand. I know, this sounds crazy as fuck, but I can shape the nail with my right hand on my right side. But when it comes to shaping my left side with my right hand, it is so hard. I be wanting to use my left hand. And that honestly comes from me doing my makeup with both hands. At times by myself, I use my left hand to do my left side of my face when applying makeup. So I have this weird fucking habit. So when it's time to shape the left side of the nail, I'll be wanting to use my left hand. I definitely need to watch a video how to hold the file when shaping the left side, because I be so damn confused, and sometimes the file doesn't feel right in how I am holding it. I am using a 80/80 file. As y'all see, I need the file, the bulkiness. Bulkiness. Is bulkiness a word? I think it's a word. I hope it's a word. I don't know. Okay, so I'm just gonna say it. Just pretend it's a word if it's not a word, but I hope it's a word. But moving forward, I need to file the bulkiness down. So to file the bulkiness down, I see people using the drill first. And come to think about it, I don't know why I didn't use the drill first to save time. But yeah, I don't know why. Okay, yeah. But I am filing the nail down until it is even. Okay, y'all, so this is what the nail is looking like, and it took a little time. That is why I am trying to have a smooth application in the beginning, so it does not take so long to get the nail shape even. But I like how it's looking. It's looking like it's looking. So I'm going in to file that gap, get it even. Just make sure the nail is leveled. Yeah. Going in with my drill to file any other bulky spots I missed with the hand file. But I am definitely going to use the drill first next time to save time instead of breaking my freaking hand using the hand file. I purchased this drill bit from Amazon. It is the Panda drill bit. The link will be located in the description below. Drill bits is like makeup brushes. Of course, they are not the same. But I understand when people tell me they went into Sephora or Ulta or anywhere they sell makeup brushes and they are confused on what to buy, which brush is used for what. That is how I feel about drill bits. What to purchase, how to use it, why use this one and not that one. I completely understand because I feel the same freaking way, confused as hell. This is my first time attempting these flowers using a number 5 pen brush. Every video I'm going to attempt something, very much something. I don't care if it looks right or not. This is the whole point of the series, is to track my progress. Starting from the bottom and working to perfect my craft. The vibe I was feeling was pink and yellow. Pink is my favorite color. Pink is definitely a vibe. And my second favorite color is yellow. And when you put them two together, it is so gorgeous. This glue right here mixed with the spray, your rhinestones is not moving. I purchased these rhinestones from Shein or Amazon. I will put it in the description below, and the rhinestone picker came with it. If I don't have anything else, I'm going to have a bunch of rhinestones and glitter around here. Baby, rhinestones and glitter is my mother freaking weakness. Okay. Okay. Once I perfect doing nails, I know my makeup and nails is both gonna be extra as fuck. Y'all, I swear these petals look easy, but they are harder than you think. Well, shit, for me it is. And then I fucked up bad on one petal and it was fully dry. So I went ahead and drilled it off and created another petal. I also fucked up because I didn't know if you were supposed to put a top coat on the acrylic flower, and I did. And after I did it, I was like, I don't think I was supposed to do that. Y'all, I'm ready to do these petals again for the next time because it's got to be done right. Okay, if it's done right, it is gorgeous, but mine was not giving what it's supposed to be giving at the time it was supposed to give. But I'm going to definitely attempt these flowers again. I don't even know why the hell I put top coat on these flowers. Like, ugh. Y'all, I feel like I really fucked it up by just putting, I don't know. But I definitely want to attempt these flowers again. But this is the final result. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Thank y'all so much for vibing out with your girl. If you haven't already, please go check out my 2 series, my Ultimate Makeup Guide series and my Beginner Nail Journey series. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.
100 rounds on it, real one like a shot,